forget how long that intro is. But hi, I'm Marty, and this is Game Club Central, and we're doing something different today. We're doing pinball with pumpkins. We're going to start with the pumpkins and a beautiful assistant, aka my wife, Baking Sugar. That's not a real name, it's just a nickname. But we're making a pumpkin roll. I have the recipe right here. It has things like eggs and sugar and powdered sugar and pumpkin and stuff. So we're gonna go make that. We're gonna switch scenes real quick. I'm gonna set up I've already got the rig set up. I just need to swap the mics up. And then, no, we're not gonna paint pumpkins. We're gonna murder them into a pulp and then cook them into submission. And then we're gonna eat them. And you guys are gonna help. So, thanks for coming. I don't know, this takes like 30 minutes total, maybe 40 with some cool down time in the fridge. So we'll come back here in between and we'll play some pinball. And give me just a second be right back, and I'm gonna run upstairs and get the microphone set. Hi, welcome to our kitchen. We're gonna make a pumpkin roll today. She's gonna show us how, because I've never made one. So let's start by showing what we've got set up. We have a KitchenAid mixer. We have a cookie sheet.
Not a cookie sheet.
Oh, wait.
This is a jelly roll pan.
It's a jelly roll, okay.
You can tell because it's got an edge around it.
Okay.
You need that edge.
You need an edge, folks. A jelly roll pan. Okay, and then we have the recipe and some ingredients. All right. So what's first step?
First, you have to preheat your oven to 350. So we've got that started.
Okay.
And yeah, and you start mixing your ingredients.
So what do we got? Let me help out.
All right. I need 3 eggs.
Sounds like the dog's helping us too.
Yeah, 3 eggs.
Okay.
The eggs for me.
I'm glad I bought eggs this morning. There's one. I know, I gotta get the other container. What's a cup of sugar?
That's a cup of sugar. So you put your 3 eggs in here.
Without the shells, okay.
Without the shells.
Right.
Oh, which I'm sucking at today.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to do that?
Oh, sure, if you're
I'm not saying better. Just...
not doing very well.
Okay.
Got it. You add your cup of sugar. Lock down your mixer, beat that on medium for 5 minutes. So while you're doing that, measure out your pumpkin. You need, which pumpkin? 2/3 a cup of pumpkin.
Pour it in here?
Yep. Don't pour it all because
that's more than 2/3.
It's never the amount you need.
Oh, I thought it would pour out. It doesn't pour out.
No, because it's called solid pack pure pumpkin. It's not.
I thought we were gonna make it with fresh pumpkins.
Yeah, right.
Well, I told everybody we were gonna make it with fresh pumpkins.
So that's about 2/3. You're always gonna have extra pumpkin left over. So you make pumpkin cookies or pumpkin pie or something else with that. All right, so after your sugar and egg has been beating for about 5 minutes, you mix in the pumpkin and your 1 teaspoon of lemon juice.
Teaspoon.
Right here.
Oh, you're already ready. Oh, here, I'll take off the child-proof seal. I'm good at that. Here, watch, guys. Child-proof seal. Concord. Does that give it flavor, the lemon?
I have no idea.
Woo! I shouldn't have done what I just did.
Did you lick lemon juice?
I licked the top of it.
Why did you do that?
I don't know.
Because you're crazy.
Vitamin C.
All right.
You said a teaspoon?
Teaspoon.
I will give you guys this recipe in writing as well.
All right. So while we're letting that mix, we are going to combine the flour, baking powder, salt, cinnamon, and ginger.
I know, but I keep thinking the phone's back there or they're not hearing us, but hopefully they are. We'll figure it out at the end here. It looks like pumpkin jello at the moment.
Here, you can measure out the cinnamon and the ginger. So you need a teaspoon of ginger and 2 teaspoons of cinnamon.
And do I put it in there?
Put it in here because we're going to mix our dry ingredients together first before we put them in there.
You said 2 teaspoons of cinnamon. And 1 teaspoon of ginger. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You need 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Baking powder, not baking soda.
Okay.
There's a difference.
Let's move in a little bit and take a look at this.
Baking powder. And half a teaspoon of salt. Then you just mix the dry ingredients together. It's just so that you don't get a clump of cinnamon when you're trying to mix it. That's why you mix your dry ingredients together.
You want like a fork or something?
No, I got it.
Okay.
You just don't want clumps of ingredients.
Okay. And here's
pour them in.
here's the pumpkin mixture.
All right. So, flour, baking powder, salt, cinnamon, ginger. Stir that into your pumpkin mixture. Oops.
That's right, the dog's down there.
Oh, I always get this all over me when I make it.
I know.
All right, now the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to grease my jelly roll pan. Now, you can use cooking spray. I don't suggest using cooking spray because you will not have a fun time getting this out of the pan if you don't grease it and flour it.
I can attest to that too. And you're also giving it extra flavor when you use vegetable shortening, which is what Crisco is. So the spray just, it's got more oil.
I don't know that it gives it any extra flavor.
You're supposed to agree with me. We're a team.
I'm not agreeing with you. I just, from experience, I know that you just trying to get the...
You know, we just went from Martha Stewart to reality TV.
Sorry.
No, I'm kidding. I don't care. Okay, well, it's looking pretty.
Oh, it's done. So as soon as I'm done greasing this, I can put it in there.
Should I scrape the sides?
Nope.
There's little
flour and grease your
pan.
Oh, look at you. You're an expert at that, aren't you?
I need a little more.
No, you don't. You just need to tap the pan.
I was giving you room to shine. Partners. Come on, man. Come on, play along here. It's a show.
You don't want your jelly roll to taste like flour.
Oh, that's a neat trick. Thank you.
You just enough to cover it. Don't you dare.
No, well.
All right, that should do it.
Okay, just coat it with the flour.
Just coat it with the flour.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
All right. Now all we need to do is pour that.
You want a, oh, okay.
Spatula, probably.
Well, yeah, it's right below you. Unless you moved it. Oh, darn, I was hoping not to get any on the ground.
Like I said, you get it everywhere. There's no.
You get it everywhere.
There's no not getting
Back
it
to
all over
reality
the
TV again.
kitchen.
Here we go. You get it everywhere. You're the one who comes out looking like a
I know.
Pillsbury Doughboy
I
when you're done.
do.
I can't. I got this happening Rudolph shirt on. So the overall concept here is we're pureeing all the ingredients together, laying them flat, and then what are we gonna do? Because this is just like pudding. I mean, it's. Do we cook it?
Yeah, we're gonna bake this for 12 to 15 minutes.
Okay. And make it like a cake?
Yeah, it'll be like a cake. You're supposed to cook it until it's like springy
Oh, okay.
when you touch it. But you want to try and get it as even as possible, which can be challenging.
Let me show you a trick. Nah, you don't want my help. Well, like your tappy tap, you can tap it on the, you can lift it up and tap it down on the thing, and it'll cause it to disperse from the middle.
Well, yeah. As soon as I spread it on the edges, that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. It's like we have never made this together before.
You don't make it.
I know, this is your thing.
So yeah, just try and get it as spread out as you possibly can, because you don't want.
Do you want it all up in the edges? I
Lumpy.
guess, because you need an edge to pull it from, don't you?
No, you just
Okay.
want it as flat as you can make it, because
Yeah.
you're going to be rolling this.
Yeah.
So you don't want one edge fat and the other edge skinny. So you're trying to.
I don't know. I'm not
Get it.
judgmental. I'll take it.
All right. So we're gonna cook that for, what did I say? 12 to 15 minutes. Let's start with 12. Gotcha.
Just a question.
Start with 12 minutes. And then if you need longer, you can leave it in longer. Like I said, the goal is, much like with baking a cake, you want it to be cooked all the way through. You can check it with a toothpick, but you want it springy. So while I'm waiting for the roll to cook, I move on to the filling. So while we're waiting for that to bake, I usually do the step 2, which is the cream cheese filling.
All right, so we cleaned our dishes up, and now we're gonna make the filling.
So start with 8 ounces of cream cheese.
Come in at another angle. Can't see you. Okay.
All right. Ounces of cream cheese.
Okay.
Okay. And then we need 4 tablespoons of butter. Now, because butter is very, I should probably warm this to room temperature, but I did not. So I usually cut it into, actually 4 tablespoons. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then cut that into chunks, just so it mixes better.
But ideally, you wanted it room temp.
It's
So pull
easier
it
to
out while
work
you're
with.
making the first part.
Yeah,
maybe.
it's easier to work with butter if it's room temperature, but not entirely necessary
Yeah, it blends
just
better,
needs
but yeah, you're right.
to blend.
Not completely.
And then we need 1 cup of confectioner's sugar, otherwise known as powdered sugar.
This is what she gets all over herself, folks.
Yeah, usually.
It's the best thing in the world to have your wife covered in sugar.
All right.
This is why we call her bacon sugar. Because she's baking.
See, I already have it all over the stove. Like, what the heck?
It's just beginning, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
mean,
Bacon sugar at her excellent best, right here.
Can't help it.
No, this is the endearing part of you.
We need 1
don't be so hard on
teaspoon.
yourself.
1 teaspoon of vanilla.
This is the cute part. Can't wait till you start doing the end part where you get messy.
Oh my goodness.
Because you haven't even started yet.
I know. You might as well leave it. I'm gonna get it messier.
I know. I'm tallying it up. I'm gonna weigh how much you.
All right, so you get that all mixed, which will take a little while.
Yeah, because the butter's. Okay.
All right, well, in the meantime, while I'm waiting for my stuff to bake and everything, I'm going to dust a dish towel with sugar.
Okay.
Because what's going to happen is when the jelly roll comes out, we're going to flip it onto this dish towel.
Okay.
And then we're going to roll it so that it maintains a jelly roll shape instead of a cake shape. So you dust your dish towel with some sugar.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
And yeah, this is why I get sugar all over the place when I cook this.
I got cinnamon all over the sink. If it
So.
makes you feel better.
All right, we've got 3 minutes left to go on our roll. It's looking good. And now we just wait for everything to get done. Okay.
It's done.
All right, so now I'm gonna check with a toothpick and make sure that it's done in the middle, which looks like it is. Okay. All right. Gonna need to let it cool off a few seconds, but I usually like to loosen it around the edges because the next step is going to be to flip this onto a powdered sugar dusted dish towel.
Okay.
So I just want to make sure that none of the edges are like stuck to the pan because that will cause a problem when you go to try and flip it off. And it looks like everything is
Yeah, you just get up underneath
pretty
it.
loose. Yeah.
Except that little edge you found.
Yeah. So
Okay. Springy, if you want it.
Yep.
Okay.
Looks pretty good.
So you're just gonna flip it onto the.
Yep. I'm just going to flip it onto the dish towel.
Is this the hard part?
Yeah, this is the hard part. Because
Can I help you or?
No, you can't.
I figured I couldn't.
But because if it's stuck anywhere on the
Right.
pan,
You're gonna tear it.
you're gonna have problems. So you just
Yep.
take it, flip it, hope that it. You know what, doggies? Oh, look how perfect that turned out. All right. So now that it's all out of the pan, I'm going to dust it with even more powdered sugar.
Yum.
And then we're gonna roll it and cool it for 20 minutes. Now, it's really important that you let it cool down because I have tried to speed run this before when I first started making it and just, you know, put my cream cheese frosting right on it. Your cream cheese frosting will melt and ooze everywhere. So you don't want to put cream cheese frosting on there while it's still warm.
Okay.
So we are going to roll this now into our jelly roll shape. And then we are going to stick it in the refrigerator.
I'm gonna put like Tootsie Roll music to it.
We're gonna put it in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes until it's cooled off.
Refrigerator?
We're gonna refrigerate
And cool it off just like that?
Yup. Okay. We're going to cool it off, and then when that's done, we've got our cream cheese filling over here.
Okay.
And as you can see, I've got powdered sugar all over my kitchen.
Yeah, to be fair to you, it's not terrible. I've seen it much worse historically.
Would you like a taste of the cream cheese frosting? Because this is the best part. This is
We got to do it on camera.
We gotta do it on camera.
I've got it all zoomed in.
Okay.
Mmm. It's delicious. Actually, it's very good.
It is good. It's the best part of their jelly roll.
It's not jelly roll.
Yeah, well, it's just cream cheese frosting now. All right, now just wait 20 minutes.
All right, 20 minutes in the refrigerator.
Yes.
And then we're gonna continue.
All right. So after we're sure it's cooled off.
And you did that for about 18, 20 minutes, right?
Yeah.
You could do it longer, I guess, but you don't
Yeah.
want it too cold either, right?
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Really. Let's see how it's going.
Yeah.
Mine is still a tad warm, but it'll be fine. And then you put cream cheese on.
And if it's not cooled off, this is where it'll tear when you're spreading the cream cheese, right?
No, it just makes the cream cheese melt. And you don't want your cream cheese dripping out the
That's
ends
true.
of your
That's true.
pumpkin roll.
Okay.
Trust me,
Oh,
you don't.
has that happened?
That's happened.
Personally?
That's happened. I think I've done every wrong thing you could possibly do when you're doing your pumpkin roll. So yeah, and yes, you can tear your, but just like when you bake a cake, you make sure that there is icing between your spatula or knife at all times, or yes, you will tear your.
Do you want a larger spatula to?
Nope.
Okay.
Because I'm having a hard time with the larger spatula. This works for me, whatever works for you, I guess, but this works for me. And I still see I have some lumps of butter in here still, but that's all right.
Oh, that'll be. I want that slice. It's all right. It's already better than my mom. She used to let stuff sit, and then a fly would come sit in it. She wouldn't notice. Mom, there's a fly in my lasagna.
All right.
Yeah, it looks good.
So just make sure it's
Try to fill
all
that cavities and
evenly
yeah.
spread.
When you roll it together, it's going to be hard to tell if there's
Oh yeah, imperfections.
Yeah.
You don't notice the imperfections
right.
when you're.
So don't overthink that, I guess.
All right.
Here. Now I'll lick it.
So now you just kind of roll it. Oops, I put away my powdered sugar. Sprinkle it with some powdered sugar. You took my knife.
Oh,
that's
I
okay.
nicked your knife.
Oh, then I need a new knife.
Here, no.
No, I need. It's
I have
fine.
dish soap, you know.
So at this point, I usually cut off the edges. And this is when I do my taste test. Of course, you have to taste test it to make sure it tastes good. So,
Of course you have
now
to
it's
taste
time
test.
for
You get 2 pieces to taste
yes,
test.
because you cut off a piece.
Ah.
And there's your beautiful,
All right, present it to the camera.
there's your beautiful pumpkin roll.
Sorry, I'm a lazy Susan.
So that is your pumpkin
All
roll.
right, here, I'll get us some forks and a plate.
Oh, I don't need forks and I'm just eating it like that.
Well, guys, you missed the best part. She stuck it in her mouth, and all that powdered sugar went right between
Yep.
her boobs.
Sure did, didn't it?
Yes, it did. And now you just rubbed it in. That is,
Oh.
you did it again. That is the best part right there, watching you do that.
So yeah, I'll make sure it turned out good. So you gotta taste it.
Oh my God. I don't even like pumpkin that much, but that is really good.
And once you learn how to make it, all your family members want you to make it every year for them.
Yeah, that's true.
So, that's it.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing your recipe with us. This is your world famous pumpkin roll.
I know. Every year.
Thanks for joining us, guys, and yeah, we'll see you on the next tasty treat.